I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in the UK test, part 176, the nations of the UK. We're actually learning over things over the, what chapter is it? A modern thriving society. While doing standing yoga, and if you participate in the standing yoga, that is at your own risk. So, the nations of the UK. The UK is located in the northwest of Europe. We'll get a meta map of Europe, and so you can find the northwest. The UK is located in the northwest of Europe. Europe is a continental place, so it doesn't matter if the United Kingdom is part of the European Union or anything, but it's just Europe. Europe is, it's just tectonic, it's just where the continent is. The UK is located in the northwest of Europe. The longest distance on the mainland is from John O'Groats on the north coast of Scotland to Land's End in the southwest corner of England. It is about 870 miles, which is approximately 1,400 kilometers. So here for the first time, we're starting to measure in miles. We have the other thing, we have named first the meter, 70 meters, and then in the brackets the 230 feet. Now we're saying first the 870 miles, and then they're saying it in kilometers, always 1,400 kilometers. And we're talking about this distance here. Now we don't know where John O'Groats is, but it's mainland, so it must be there. So here must be John O'Groats, and there's then obviously Land's End. So from John O'Groats to Land's End, these are 870 miles. Now, one distance. The longest distance on the mainland, how's that measured? Because, as I see it, if one goes to here, we are crossing the water in a straight line. So are they taking, they can't take the coastline. What line are they taking? Or are they taking the longest line possible if it not goes over water? That would be from here to here. Now it would be, I think, helpful if anywhere on that map would be John O'Groats. You know, it goes to the southwest corner of England. So here's Land's End in the southwest. You know that. Now where's John O'Groats? And most people live in towns and cities, but much of Britain is still countryside. It is grammarly properly, it is correct, but poor English. Most people live in towns and cities, but much of Britain is still countryside. So that means the most people of Britain are living in the bigger towns and cities, but they're also... No, that does not mean... That just says that not the most part of Britain is a city, but in most places it is not completely full of houses. That is what it says. It doesn't mean... The other sentence says that most people are living in the towns and cities. Countryside means that the most part of Britain is not a city, which is actually true for almost all countries. There are only a few where it's different. And it could be technically, the point I want to make is, it could be technically possible that most people are living in the countryside, but that still the most part of the country is countryside. I think. So most people, they want to say most people are living in towns and cities, but there's still great areas in the United Kingdom where not everywhere are cities and towns and houses. There are great parts where there are fields and so on. Many people continue to visit the countryside for holidays and for leisure activities such as walking, camping and fishing. So many people are living in towns and cities, but they're going then for leisure activities or holidays into the countrysides, and they are walking, for example, or camping, for example, or fishing, for example. And this is, I think, not to take literally. It is not literally written. They say just many people. It does not say most people. So this affects probably just a small portion of the people. It is not that on most days most people go into the countryside or anything near them. It's that many people do it. Well, 50 million, we're getting it probably in the next part, 50 million people are living in the United Kingdom. I think it's over 60 already. Now, if let's say 1 million of them goes into the countryside, on a Tuesday morning, there's a lot of people, 1 million people, but this are just 1.5% of the whole population. What do we want to say? That it happens that people, from time to time, it's hard to express, because if you take it literally and say oftentimes or something like that, that would mean more than half of the days. If you say oftentimes people going into the countryside, the people from the towns and cities do not go more than every second day into the countryside. Not even once a week, maybe once a month or something like that. And that is already. The people in the United Kingdom do not go every second day camping or fishing. So many people continue to visit the countryside. It happens often that the people do holidays or leisure, and maybe we will come to work days or something like that. But it happens only on some days that some people, by far not half, not even a quarter, maybe 10%, but this is only on the 1 or 2 bank holidays we come maybe into going somewhere. So technically everyone understands that not most people do most of the day's holidays, and certainly not do it by going fishing or walking or something like that. But if I say these things, they have to be word for word according to the truth. So, cities of the United Kingdom, we have that in the next part. We're going to do a whole part about the cities of the United Kingdom, where we have these funny numbers, and these funny numbers on the map, so first we can find them. So we have to look always from left to right, instead of looking onto the map and seeing where the 3 is Cardiff, number 13 is Cardiff, and 13 on the map is where. So instead of looking onto the map and seeing where's Cardiff, we're going to look always at the number, and then here, and then back and forth. And that is not good if someone understands neuroscience and how the brain can remember things. Or maybe also you can remember the number and you can make a little road around. But it helps just to know, you just see the 13 there. You don't see the 13 there, and you just see Cardiff written there. And you would just see the map and you see Cardiff. Now you see the map, you see the 13, now you look back, see the 13 here and here. Maybe the brain also learns good if it is a bit harder for the brain to learn. So we're using this other learning method. We don't see a map and seeing Cardiff written there, but 30. We're seeing a 13, and our brain has to work. So we're seeing Wales, we're seeing the red 13. Now we're seeing here the red 13 written here. This is able for the brain to remember as an image. Now we're seeing Cardiff here written, and then we know where is Cardiff. That has the advantage that the brain has to work, and if the brain has to take effort into understanding things and does not get them easily presented, but has to work to get them, it is already using all the neurological things, and it remembers it better because it has it used already by finding out these things multiple times. So we're taking this unintentional step as a great advantage. Now we're doing just standing yoga, nothing else. So if you're here for the next thing will be currencies. No, the cities the thing then will be currencies. If you're here for these towns and cities of the United Kingdom listed here, then you can skip to the next part. Otherwise, you can do standing yoga at your own risk. We're having a feet standing together. And we're breathing in, we're doing the wings eagles, and we're lifting very slowly and meditative and concentrate the arms up. And we're breathing out, and we're letting the arms concentrated and slowly and meditative down. And again in and lift the arms up. And we're breathing out and letting the arms in. And last time. Breathe in and lift the arms up. And out the arms again. Now we're doing the crab in the morning. Breathe in and lift the arms up. And breathe out, bring the arms down the chest to the sky. Breathe again in and come with the arms up. And again out and again out the chest to the sky. And again in and lift the arms up. Now we read in the morning. And breathe out and lean back with closed hands. And again in, into the middle. And breathe again out and lean back again. And again in, into the middle. And out the arms up. Now we're doing a triangle. Toes are pointing in a V direction, V center V's. And we're breathing in and lifting the arms up to a T. And we're breathing out and we're shifting over to one side. Again now, come over, taking a hold on the leg and looking up to the other. And breathe again in. And out back into the middle. Now over to the other side, we're breathing in. So change the position of toes. And out, we are shifting just to the upper part of the body. And we go over, taking hold on the leg and looking up to the other. Breathe again in. And out back into the middle. And the arms down. Now with chair. The feet are standing together, letting an inch space between the feet. We're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And then breathing out. And we're breathing again in, and we're coming up onto tiptoes. And we're going to stay through the whole exercise on tiptoes. Breathing in. And out, we're sinking slowly down. You can take it any moment to rest. And going down into a chair. And we're breathing in and we're coming up. And out, resting again down into the chair. And breathe again in and come up. And out, resting again down into the chair. You're going to do this 3 more times, so if you want, you can take down. Breathe again in and come up. And out again down. And again in. And out again down. And the last time. Now breathe in, come up. And breathe out, the arms down. And the heels. Now we're breathing in and lifting the arms up. And we're breathing out, back out. And breathe in and bend the right leg, the mama. Breathe in and change the legs. And out and bend the left leg. Breathe in and change. And again out, bend the other leg. And breathe in, straighten both legs. And out and bend the left leg. In and straighten both legs. And out. Now breathe in, open the right arm to the sky. And breathe out and bend the left leg. Breathe in and take the arm again in and stretch down. And now breathe in and open the left arm to the sky. And out and bend the right leg. Breathe in and take the arm again in, straighten both legs and just stretch down. Now breathe in and come to monkey half lift. And out again down. And again in the monkey half lift. And out again down. in and come up. Close the hands and breathe out. This was the standing yoga. I think we will much add that next time.